I want to share in this video what it takes to actually have the courage to go where you're treated best. Because I was once probably in a situation like yourself, working a 9 to 5, doing 60, 70, 80 hours a week. And to be honest, I was getting home sometimes at 8, 9, even 10 o'clock at night. And the reason why I want to share this video is because the other day I was having a call with someone over Zoom, right? And he shared with me that he had a nosebleed because of the stress of life, having to provide obviously for his family. And it really made me realize, like, I'm from the UK, and right now I'm obviously in Cyprus, and I could just see like the pressure in his face. Like, he was a caretaker working at 4 different schools. And when he told me how much money he was getting paid for that job, he was getting like £1,900. It really made me feel how lucky that I am. And it really inspired me to create this video because I want more people to understand, right, that yes, it's hard, probably what you're doing right now. Yes, it's hard to go out there and change a career. But if you never try, you're never going to know if you could actually go out there and get the outcome. So in this video, I really want to shift your perspective, your perception of how you see what you're doing right now. Because one, we have to be super grateful, right? There are people getting slaughtered all over the world right now. There's wars happening. Like, look what's happening in Nigeria, Sudan. People are just getting butchered, right? You have a house, yeah, which is safety. You have food on the table. It might not be steak. It might not be the best quality food that you want, right? But you still get to feed your belly, right? You have obviously have water. You have Wi-Fi, right? So you're in a pretty good position compared to some of these countries that are at war right now. So the only thing that's stopping you from getting outside of your comfort zone is you. And that's where we have to work on the mindset, because it's the mind that will either stop you from starting or give you the reason to start. Because we're getting close to the end of 2025. We're getting close to 2026. Because what you really focus on will expand, and you're either going to have results or reasons by the end of the year. So you want to go and live in a completely different country. You want to go and live maybe in Cyprus. You want to go to Dubai. You want to go to Bali, where I'll be going back to in January. I get it. We all want more freedom. We all want to make more money, but we can't do our job in a different country because it requires us to be at that job. I get that. So we need to be able to make money from a laptop remotely. I'll let you into a little secret. There are literally hundreds of jobs out there where you can go and make money remotely. Number one, you can be a VA. What does that mean? You can assist a business that needs support, virtual assistant, yeah? Is it going to be a high paying job? No. Maybe $1,500, $2,500 a month. But if you take that money and let's say you move to Asia, well, you can live quite comfortably for $2,000 a month in Asia, have a better quality of life, yeah? You can learn obviously how to do e-com. You can learn obviously trading, yeah? But I get it. Like, those obviously take a lot of time. There's a lot of upfront investment. It can be risky. But if you actually just go and type into ChatGPT right now and you say, can you give me 20 jobs that I can do that work remotely that pay me between $3,000 and $6,000, I think you'll be surprised with what's actually out there. And this is why I'm so passionate about really inspiring you to actually make the change. Like, actually start making positive footsteps towards what it is that you actually want, because it's a lot closer than you think. It's only you that is stopping you from getting to where you want to be, you know? And as I said, speaking to that gentleman on the call, knowing how much pain that he was in, right? Like, he felt like that he couldn't provide for his family. He couldn't give them what they wanted. It made me realize that, yeah, I felt sorry for that person, but that person has a Wi-Fi connection. This person has everything at their fingertips, but the identity of who they tell themselves that who they are, is what stops people from getting out of the clear cage and looking for something else. And the secret here is that you actually have the key to the clear cage that keeps you trapped in this trance of going to work, doing this shit job that you hate. You have the key to break through that clear cage and go after your dreams. But it's difficult because society will say, who are you to think that you can go and do this? Stay in your little box, stay small, stay normal. And yeah, growth's painful. When you go to the gym, you lift weights, you rip your muscles, it's painful. And this is exactly what change is. Change is scary. But what is more scary is staying in the same situation for another 1, 2, 5, 10 years and not giving your children the life that they should have. Because being from the UK, we used to be able to play football on the street. We used to be able to do, go into the woods, jump in the lakes, be free as children. But unfortunately, right now, a lot of children are glued to these iPads, on their phones. And I get it. It's not as safe as it used to be. The things that are happening back home, it's making you think. And you should be thinking. Because if problems are bad now, they're only going to compound over time. We don't need to spell it out for you. I think the government are literally trying to destroy the country. Because whatever goes up as an empire must come down. And it's on us as adults, as fathers, as a person that provides, to get uncomfortable. And that means that the mind's going to feel pain. But every time the mind feels pain, it means that it's growing. It means that it's expanding. So instead of you sitting on Netflix tonight, right, maybe scrolling on TikTok, watching the dopamine casino slot machine, say to yourself, right, I want to find a way to go out there and make money online, remotely. And I'm going to give myself 3 months, 6 months of hard dedication. And I'm going to focus 1 hour a day, maybe 2 hours on the weekend. And I need to tell my family that I need you to support me on this journey, because if we don't make a change right now, we're going to be doing this same shitty job that we don't like, living in this same home that we don't really like, the same environment, the same town. And we're going to get to 60, 70, 80 years of age and go, well, why the fuck did we not just go after our dreams? And I'm seeing my friends have the courage to literally leave where I'm from, a small town called Droitwich, and fly to the other side of the world. And there ain't nothing that makes me more proud, because I know how much courage it takes to do that, especially when you've got a family. Success is just outside of your comfort zone. But don't let comfortability cripple you from even starting. So, action steps. Find something that you believe that you could do. Go to ChatGPT, type in, give me a list of 20 remote jobs that you could do. Then narrow it down to 5. Do a little bit of research. Find one that you believe that you're passionate about. And then before you know it, you start making positive steps into the new year. You're not going to make money from it right this minute, because the job that you're in, you might have took you 2, 3, 4, 5 years to learn. Yeah, you might have been an apprentice as a plasterer, a sparky, a bricky. You might have worked your way up for a corporate company on 20,000, now you're on 40,000. But unfortunately, you're getting royally fucked with the taxes. As we know, inflation. Like, I was literally in Cyprus supermarket yesterday. Uncle Ben's rice, £3.70, whatever it is. I don't know how much they are in the UK right now, but I was like, wow, I remember when this used to be like £1.20. So the cost of living is going up. So if we're getting squeezed, doesn't it make it in our best interest to go out there and learn? Because the more that you're going to learn, eventually the more that you're going to earn. But you're never going to eat the fruit of the seeds that you plant today. It's going to take time. And you are going to have to work in the dark. And that's uncomfortable because you don't want to put all that pressure on yourself and tell everyone what you're doing. You want to lock yourself away for 3 or 6 months. Find someone out there that can help you to get there quicker and actually make it happen. Because it's possible, man. I am a living proof of it. You know, the RSA students, for anyone that doesn't know, we obviously help people remove remotely. And, you know, I am going to, you know, plug obviously what we do because it works. Just go and look at all of the testimonials. But instead of even starting and actually, you know, getting into maybe remote sales, go and actually look yourself in the mirror and say, are you truly happy with the life that you've got? And if the answer's no, write down why. Then go and write down what you want. Write down what you want and ask yourself why you want this. Because if it's money, you'll be chasing money forever. If it's peace of mind, like myself right now, listen to that. It's quiet. It's calm. It's beautiful. I've got the ocean in the background. I'm having a cup of coffee when I'm speaking to you. And I tell you something, it's not been easy to get to where I am right now. There's been pain. There's been struggle. But if you don't start, you'll never know. Thank you for watching. If you got to the end, you're someone that wants to make a change. And just by investing 12, 30 minutes into this video, you're going to walk away today and say, do you know what? Maybe this gentleman's right. Maybe I do need to start looking at other avenues. Maybe I do need to have a bit of a life check. What can I do that's going to help and provide more for my family? So go away, think about that. See you all in the next video.